Harper Audio presents A Girl's Best Friend by Lindsey Kelk, read by Penelope Rawlins. Prologue. New Year's Eve. Doesn't everyone wish they could go back in time and change the past? First, I'd do the world a favour and kill whoever invented the front-facing camera on the iPhone. Second, I'd try to convince the parents of some of humanity's worst offenders to use more advanced family planning methods. And third, I would never, ever have kissed that man. Or possibly any man, just to be safe. It had been the most ridiculous 6 months on record, not only of my life, but quite possibly ever. I wasn't sure if there was a way to check against everyone else's cock-ups, but my list was pretty impressive as far as I was concerned. Yes, there had been a lot of fun parts. Hawaii, Milan, New York, Nick. But dear God, the mistakes I had made. And, as Amy always said, there was no clear history button for your heart. Actually, Amy always said there was no clear history button for your vagina, but still, the sentiment was the same. But there I was, against all the odds, standing in a dressing room, wearing a dress I never thought I'd wear, minutes away from changing my life for good. No pressure then.
Is it too late to elope?
The door to the dressing room cracked open and Kikipi slipped inside, smiling. It might be, I replied, looking at myself in the enormous three-paned mirror that almost took over the room. I've got the frock on, you're in a suit, all the guests are here. Probably gonna have to go through with it. He took both of my hands in his and kissed me on the cheek.
Well, it's so easy to get a divorce these days. I'm not too worried. Let's be honest, I'm not actually sure it will be entirely legal in the first place.
I managed a half-smile and nodded. You, sir, make a very good point.
You look beautiful, by the way. White is your color.
Kikipi reached out to brush one of my semi-tamed curls back behind my ear.
You get a pass.
The curl he had tried to tether sprang back in front of my face, and Kikipi rolled his eyes. The rest of my hair had been bullied into something like a bun, although there were so many curls involved it looked more like a Danish pastry gone wrong. I had to stop believing I could do something just because I'd seen it on YouTube. The hairdresser had given up after an hour, and I really should have taken her advice and left it well alone. I think you look very handsome, I said, with a mini curtsy, ignoring my mullet. It was true. He did. His bronze skin shone, and his hair, usually slightly wavy and a little bit wild, had been brushed into a very dapper side parting. You should wear a suit more often, especially one with so many sparkles.
Love the sparkles. Hate the suit, he confided, tugging at his stiff collar. I still think this whole thing would have been much easier if we'd gone with my suggestion of a beach wedding.
Well, bear with me. I held a finger up in front of my false eyelashes. We could ditch these outfits, jump out the bathroom window, and run away to Hawaii together.
Tempting,
Kikipi replied.
Very tempting.
No one is running away anywhere without me,
a sharp voice called out from behind the toilet door.
Do you know how long it took me to get her in that dress?
How long?
Kikipi whispered. Too long, I replied, breathing in. I should never have let her loose with corseting. Amy, my dresser, and my best friend, emerged from the toilet with a very serious pout on her face and a very silly unicorn t-shirt on her back.
I mean it,
she said, a pair of jeans in her hand. The girl was so afraid of missing out on something she had run out of the bathroom half naked.
You're going nowhere.
And may I ask why you aren't dressed yet, dearest Amy?
Kikipi leaned in with a kiss for each of her pink cheeks, eyes averted from her pants.
I do believe the ceremony starts in 15 minutes.
I'm putting it on now,
she muttered, eyeing me with defiance. Ever since the hot Ribena and Holy Communion incident of 2001, Amy isn't allowed to wear nice dresses for very long before an event, I explained, as Kikipi watched her look past.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?